High-speed sync, normal sync, or hypersync? What are the differences? Well, today we're going to go on a little bit of an adventure, huh, Mark? And we're going to find out what is all this crap.
What the hell is this thing?
That is what we're talking about today on the show, Mark. That is known as a Profoto B1. Pretty much, right? So yeah, we're going to be talking about strobes today. I personally, as an action sports photographer, have not seen a lot of videos on this. Everybody wants to talk about high-speed sync and normal sync. Well, today, thanks to the help of these two guys, these are pocket wizards, which we'll get to in a minute, we're talking about hypersync. So first off, everyone's got to know what is syncing. So cameras and flashes have to sync together, so the light actually appears on the photo. Well, cameras such as DSLRs and mirrorless, as your A6500, can only sync up to 250th of a second. After that, you start getting little black bars in your photo. I don't know if you ever shot with strobes or lighting or on-camera flashes, or for all you out there who might have a pop-up flash in your camera, that also is a limitation, light hitting the sensor. So nowadays, we've actually had technology developed, and we're going to go over it really, really fast. Essentially, what high-speed sync is it allows you to sync at any speed, from 250th of a second all the way to 8,000th of a second. So you can shoot out in daylight, you can kill the ambient light, such as sun, which we're going to go outside here in a little bit. We're going to shoot some stuff on this episode. We're going to show you exactly how these technologies work. Real fast, we're going to talk about what high-speed sync and hypersync is, and why I, as a sports shooter, choose hypersync. So high-speed sync is really cool. It allows your camera to shoot any shutter speed, right? Which is really cool. The higher your shutter speed, the less light you let in, which means you kill the outside light, and then you use these powerful strobes to add light to your scene. But with high-speed sync, normally a flash pops, right? Like I hit you a video, it just pops. High-speed sync, the naked eye can't tell it, but it fires off 20 or 30 shots. So it's like a continuous source of light.
Interesting.
But the problem with that is the strobes have to lower their power output. So you lose a lot of power. A lot of power. Hypersync tricks the camera. So you get the full power of the strobe at shutter speeds that you need to shoot outside. So it really is the best. But mathematically, you have to have these guys. These are called pocket wizards. This is the Flex TT5. This is the TT1. I had this for Canon. This is actually what I use on my Nikon. So if you see here, we have the D500. These just go right into your hot shoe, which is really simple. And that's it. You just screw them on your hot shoe here, and you turn them on. And then this guy gets plugged in with the syncing cable down here. This gets plugged into the device right there. And they're able to communicate together using Pocket Wizard's IT technology, I believe is what they call it, or IT communications. I'm not exactly for sure on what their terminology is. There's a lot of terminology in the world. I mean, there's a lot of light manufacturers. Today we're using the Profoto B1, but there's Broncolor, there's Edelchromes, they have the Rangers, which are really popular. So, really cool. Today we're going to be doing the shoot with two lenses. This is the 70-200 2.8 FL from Nikon. This is their brand spanking new lens. I think it came out this summer. Sorry, not this summer, this winter. Duh, we're in summer.
And you're renting it.
I'm renting it. I don't own this lens. I don't own any of this. I own the camera body.
Yeah, this is all rentals, which is something to mention. A lot of the times, if you think, I want to maybe I want to try strobe photography, but I don't want to drop what was this, like $2,000?
That one is $2,000, right?
$2,000
with only one battery.
And you're like, I don't know if I want to drop that amount of money. Well, believe it or not, there's a lot of places that rent all this gear, so you can actually test this stuff out before you spend a bunch of money on it.
Right.
And sometimes you don't even need to buy it, like you were saying earlier.
No, I don't buy strobes.
You don't need to buy this stuff. If you just have a single shoot, you can go out, you can rent it for a weekend, and you can go out and shoot with it, which is awesome. That's just a really cool thing to mention.
Yeah, I do own the Pocket Wizards, which, here it is, duh. The reason I own these two, another cool trick about Pocket Wizards that aren't even related to flash photography, actually. A lot of people think these are only for flash photography. I can sit and put this on a tripod in a dangerous area, or a good area, like above a basketball hoop on the end zone of a football game, and I can hit this button, and it will trigger my camera to take a picture. So I don't have to be near the camera. These allow you to remotely trigger your cameras as well. Awesome. Yeah, so the B1 I don't own. I rent my strobes because Profoto makes a lot of different strobes, and I want to be able to adjust for my circumstances. Also, we need to talk about this guy, which we're going to be using today. I'm not going to open it up here. We're going to open it up outside. This is the Westcott Rapid Box XXL. So this is a 48-inch Octobox. Mark's like, what is an Octobox, man?
Just like you, I'm sure.
We're going to talk about an Octobox Zeus today. Basically, it's a giant diffuser. We use diffusers on the lights here for the studio. It's the same thing, but it allows us to adjust the light because you really don't want to be shooting bulb. And what I mean by bulb is directly without something in front of it. You can, and I use it for sports shoots. So the second thing we're going to do real fast is we're doing some testing today. But the reason why I have all this is tomorrow we're going to be, or I am, Mark's not going. Mark's got some other business he's got to handle. I'm going down to shoot one of my good buddies, Justin Lofton, in his brand new Jimco built Strobes truck. If you guys don't know what a Strobes truck is or you're not into racing, then that's fine. But we are going to show some photos from that shoot. Essentially, it's like $1 million truck. It's really nice off-road truck, about 800, 900 horsepower in this thing. But we're going to be doing some shots for him for the Baja 500 coming up for promotional marketing with BF Goodrich and Fox Shocks. So yeah, we're talking about battery-powered strobes. Now, there's more than battery-powered strobes. Battery-powered is great if you're going on location. If you're a wedding photographer and you need to move really fast, you can have assisted. Hold the light while somebody else shoots. That's why they have a little handle here. It's really nice. You don't always need it on a light stand, which mine's over there, so don't have it right now. But we'll show you the back real fast, which we'll do some zoom-ins on this maybe later. It's really simple. You just hold it down, and it's on. It's ready to go, nothing about it. We're going to fire it back there so Mark won't get blinded. And all it is this is full power on 10. So you can see me adjusting it here. I can go all the way down to 2. We're at 2. I don't know why it doesn't go down to 1 actually. It's kind of weird to me, but it goes to 2. And this is at 2. And that's all the light is. And you can adjust that. Or we can crank it all the way up to 10, which actually, when you're doing hypersync, you have to have it on 10. Because you want the biggest flash with the shortest flash duration. Flash duration is how long the light lasts, and the shorter the flash duration you have, so look at your spec sheets, the better hypersync's going to work. This light is actually not the best for hypersync, but we make it work. So this is full power. Ready? Oh! Popping here. Let's do it again.
Oh,
A lot of light.
that's intense.
It is.
And it pops. You can actually hear it.
Actually, we can burn Mark right now. You want to put your hand out? We'll
No.
do it? No? You sure?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. This is 500 watt strobe. We were gonna get a 2400 watt for the shoot. Ended up, I actually don't need it for tomorrow. I only need this, so I decided not to. We will revisit this though. Maybe we'll do a quick video on what a 2400 watt strobe looks like.
Can you imagine that?
It would mess somebody up. So please don't play around with strobes or flashes or anything. Your eyes are delicate. Just
Yeah, be safe.
be safe with these things. So, let's talk questions. What do you got?
Questions. It all makes sense, although I think really what we need to see is some hands-on experience to truly understand the capacity of this guy. And then maybe then we'll have some more questions. So what do you say we take it out on the field?
Let's go outside. So we're going to go outside, and then we're actually going to come back in later today, and we're going to shoot some product.
Yeah.
But first, let's go shoot Mark outside and see what it can do. So
See how far I can get away
let's go outside.
while he shoots me.